So to help with the homework, we're just going to go through what we've done in class so far with our code. So here, this block of code, this is what we call a function, and this function will only run or be called when this block of code runs. So I could press the space bar and it will say, right, we need to run this block of code. And so then it will then run this block of code once I press space because it says to run kill pet. And also when I click here, when I click the flag will set pet hunger to 0. It's then going to repeat until pet hunger is 100. So if pet hunger gets to 100, it will then stop and then it will kill the pet. Okay, so it's going to change pet hunger by 1, wait 5 seconds, it will repeat again, change pet hunger by 1, repeat again, change by 1. So it's going to keep on going up by 1 each time, and then eventually when it gets to 100, it will then stop the loop because this condition has been met, the pet hunger, and then it will run the function kill pet. So this is what calls kill pet, this block here. You notice that it's just started a little bit there. So if I click the flag, pet hunger is going up by 1 every half a second, and when that gets to 100, the pet will be killed. So I'll leave that running at the moment, so that'll keep on going up. So while it's doing that, I'm also using variables. Pet hunger is a variable. The variables are down the side here. So pet hunger is a variable. Now it's set to 0 and it's changing. Variables are containers. They contain a value of data. So pet hunger currently is 54, then it's up, it's going up all the time. Every half a second it's changing, so it varies. But it holds that value of data and it can change. So variables are really important because we can store data in them and they can vary and they can change and we can use them. So obviously this one, when pet hunger is 100, it's being used and then this loop, this repeat loop will stop. Okay, and so there we go, up to 100. So it runs kill pet, it's running this code now, and then we haven't fed our pet, so then unlike the Tamagotchi toys, it will die, unfortunately. So what else we have in here is we have this repeat until loop. So this is a loop. Now it might never end, this loop, because if pet hunger is never equal to 100, it's just going to keep on going up by 1. So if I fed the dog, which currently our code doesn't do, but if I feed the dog, then bring pet hunger down, then this loop might never ever end. It might keep on going around. So a repeat until something happens loop is an indefinite loop because it might never break the loop. The loop might never stop. So that's indefinite. So I haven't used a definite loop, which is repeat 10 times. That's definite because we definitely know after 10 times that we repeat, the loop will end. This will only end if pet hunger gets to 100. And like I say, if we feed the dog, it might never get to 100. So the loop might never ever stop. So that's indefinite loops. So we've done functions, we've mentioned variables, we've mentioned the indefinite and definite loops. And yeah, so this is where our code should be up to now. We will be carrying on into next lesson. That will allow us to then feed our pets. So then, we might not get to a point whereby this function is being called. Okay.